Alright guys, we are 2 minutes early, but yeah, welcome to the stream. We are live. Let's just get rid of this image right now and this text. So if we do that and that, there we go. We are live. The beats we have, again, and we're basically starting at 10 anyway. I'll just kind of go over this for 2 minutes, but yeah, hope everyone's doing well, hope everyone's happy, hope everyone is vibing. Today we have different vibe. Strangely enough, that was the first thing that came to my head, but different vibe 3 by FMW. We have Jojo, EXO, Ms. X, TD type beat. Have to figure out who that one's from in a minute. K9 produced by Noski, 145, no slide, drill beat 140 BPM. That is by Aditya Kumar, if I remember. I think that is, yep. Peaky 143 BPM, drill, Valentin Kisselman. Hope I'm saying that right, bro. Trippin, produced by Draco, 140 BPM. We got War by HRZ Productions, A&E Hard, OFB, SJ, Bando, K, double LZ type B, Bando by Brian Muchegwa, I think. Conviction, produced by JL Beats. Again, hope everyone is doing well. We will start this at 10. Those intro beats as well are beats from I will probably be releasing soon. I did get a new tag, but I didn't like it, so I'm going to have to buy another one. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Where do you send beats? Where do I send my beats? You send your beats to Rollout Submissions. Wait, I'll just send that again. Rollout Submissions at gmail.com. Send them in there, lads. But yeah, this should be the start of the stream. Now again, these are the beats we've got. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and listen to some beats, and let's judge them, let's critique them, let's review them, let's give our honest opinions, and let's go. First one, Different Vibe 3 by FMW. Excuse me, let's play. Here we go. I'm very used to hearing that tag by now. FMW has been on the stream a few times, always brings in bangers. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Oh, these hi-hats. These hi-hats got energy. These hi-hats have the energy, bro. Woo! Oh! Woo! Yo, this is crazy. This is already, the energy in this is insane. Kick punching through perfectly here. The 808 again, sliding like crazy, but sounds good. Oof, nasty. This percussion in the background is crazy. Subtle vocals there, there's a lot going on. The perks and everything are mixed nicely in the back, kind of low velocity sounds, which is good. This low end is punching like crazy, man. Well done. Woo! I like the counter melody, it's coming in nicely here. It kind of contrasts the piano chords a bit. I'd like to hear a bit more low mid-range sounds, like maybe low mid-range pianos, or like a bit more texture in the low mid-range, but other than that, this is solid. Woo! And again, even though I said I'd like to hear low mid-range there, this is why you like take out a lot of the low mid-range, because once the bass hits again, sounds really good. Hey. This is making me do all sorts of dances, man. This is like, I can just see like a dance that's like a good UK drill dance just being slapped out to this beat. I love that chord progression you've got there. It's kind of like vocals, but not really vocals, like kind of like a pad almost. Solid. Those drum work, those percussion, those hats, just just saw how quick it was, how like it kept such a nice swing to the beat, and then that low end was just boom, bringing really heavy sounds, man. That was really cool to listen to. Again, banger to start it off with. Maybe some low mid range sounds, like some sort of chorus, just add a bit more of like kind of what's the word I'm looking for, like smooth kind of lower mid frequencies, just to fill out the frequency range a bit. But again, can definitely hear an artist on that, and that would like, yeah, it's like one of those UK drill dances. Definitely hear that or see that at this beat. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but fantastic start. Well done, man. Again, maybe adding some reverb to the counter melody or something, but yeah, not really much to complain about at all. Very solid, really nicely mixed with the drums and everything, and fantastic percussion and a lot of cool percussion sounds in the low velocity areas, which was nice. So thank you very much for sending that in. That was Different Vibe 3 by FMW. Appreciate it, man. We shall move on to the next one now, which is Jojo X Omiz X TD Type B. Let me quickly see who this is from. Just give me half a second. Probably should have done this before, but again, just take me 2 minutes, so it's not a problem whatsoever. Let's see. So this is called, I'll just type in Jojo. Who's this by? This is by Ibrahim Ali, ib.de. So Ibrahim Ali, Jojo Omiz X TD Type Beat. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat quickly. I hope everyone is doing well. Cold, yeah. Everyone's commenting FNW. How you meant to review if you don't listen to? Oh, we do it halfway through the whole time. We do like every single beat we do halfway through. So, yeah. Let's go. Jojo Omiz TD Type Beat. Let's go. This piano is clean and very nice, nicely mixed. Again, it could be a bit louder, but that's a nice low mid range. It really kind of fills out that beat, or this beat. I love pianos like this. Ooh, nice counter melody as well. This is cool. Okay, first thing I'll say, 808 could be louder. The 808 we could bring up just below the kick here. Again, it seems to be mixed very nicely, but I would personally bring up that 808 just so it has a bit more of an impact. But that was a really sick, like kind of unexpected drop there. The way you like reversed it and then like threw stuff in there, very cool. And a nice vocal as well. And that perk roll as well, solid. Again, I like these kind of lower sounding, lower volumed 808s, but like it goes well. But I definitely feel this 808 could be brought up just a bit to match the kick a bit more and add more ambience. Nice slides though. Loving the kick as well. Kick is punchy. And I think the melody as well is a real highlight here for me. Just very nice, clean sounding mix. Nothing's overdone, nothing's like overproduced. It's just a very solid and stick straight to the point. But again, like I said, 808, bring it up. Don't be scared to have a bit lighter 808. Kick is perfect. A kick really is like perfect. Hey. Nice hat rolls as well here, or pattern I guess. But here we could maybe do like a crash or something to kind of like bring it out, so kind of keep up the tempo, like, or like, yeah, something like that. Crash would definitely work here. Whoa. Right, so a very kind of straightforward beat here. We had the piano, we had the counter melody, very nice, very clean. Again, bring up the 808, make it kind of match the kick, not be as loud as the kick, but just below the kick, maybe a couple decibels below. And yeah, keep to that style. Like, this is very well mixed and kind of straightforward. Artists love beats like this, but again, we wanted a bit more low-end sound in there, and yeah, maybe like a crash or something in between. You don't have to have the crash and the drop, because I think the drop was pretty well done there. But yeah, maybe just like I said, when it drops, or well, not when it drops, but just keep the tempo, if that makes sense. But thank you very much for sending it in, man. Nicely structured as well. You guys are getting a lot better with structuring, as you can see here. This is K9, by the way. Oh, that was a Jojo Omist X TD type beat by let me just check the name once more. That was by Ibrahim Ali. This next one, K9, produced by Noski 145. Let's go. This is like this melody is like final boss music, like when you're about to fight the boss in a final game or something. You know what I mean? Like he comes down with loads of art. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. Nice hats. Hats are a bit quiet here. You could probably bring them up a bit more because the 808 in the melody is quite overbearing, so you want the hats to kind of match them a bit. Woo! Whoa! This low end is insane. Woo! This is wild. That low end is just... That low end's like... I can't even put it into words, man. It's wild. And the counter melody coming in. This is insane. I'm like, I can't even say much because this is like just, it's really like hard, it's heavy, it's hitting like everything kind of perfectly. It might be a bit hard for an artist to jump on this just because it's so loudly mixed, and like it's not badly mixed, it's just a very loud mix, which isn't bad, but artists may struggle hopping on beats like this. Like, it's hard to envision an artist on this, but this beat is just like, the beat on its own is damn. 808 as well. I don't know if that's a slide, but like that kind of, well, it's a slide, but I don't know what you've done with that there, but it sounds crazy. Woo! Right, I just want to say that was solid straight off the bat. Like, that was so great. Like, it had so much energy and just like kind of just dark. It was so dark and like energetic. It was really cool to listen to again. I don't know, the melody sounded like a boss fight or something, which was really cool. But that low end was mixed so solidly. Again, I'd bring up the hats slightly just to kind of match the volume of everything else. Again, it's quite, well, it's not short, I guess, but we could maybe like take out, if we're structuring it to only be like, you know, 2.5 minutes, maybe like a section, small sections, take out some of that low end, then bring it back in, just so the artist kind of has a bit of an idea where to drop in, come back out. But again, very solid, very nicely mixed. That was one that definitely woke me up. Like, very cool, very, very sick. I feel like Pounds are just like a really aggressive UK artist on that. Fantastic, yeah, fantastic to listen to. Really sick, man. Well done. That was K9, produced by Noski. Again, I don't have much complaints about that. That was very cool. And maybe a counter melody as well somewhere. I guess there was a bit, but yeah, thank you for sending that one in, man. That definitely woke me up, and probably like if that was playing through speakers, it probably would have blew the roof off. But thank you very much for sending that in. Again, solid beat. K9 produced by Noski145. Thank you very much, bro. No Slide by this is by Aditya Kumar, if I remember correctly. Let me just check. Yep, it is. It's by Aditya. See what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, go on. Okay, learn me how to make beats. Well, you're on a tutorial channel, man. We've got loads of videos up on the channel, so as long as you've got time, just sit and watch some of them, and hopefully you'll get there. But yeah, this is No Slide, drop beat 140 BPM by Aditya Kumar. Let's go. Okay, so again, very kind of high velocity sounds, very loud sounds. I think it's not so much the volume, but the velocity at which these sounds are being played. They can be brought down in velocity and just tamed a bit more to have more of a kind of easier feel on the ears, if that makes sense. And yeah, with these bells as well, just a heads up, if you're having like all these very loud, big, angelic chords, these big sounds and everything, you have to kind of mix them accordingly, have their own space instead of just kind of putting them all in the same area. Again, that's the hardest part of being a producer, is fitting every sound you put in its own little pocket, in its own space, so it doesn't sound out of place. So if you had more, like maybe take out some of the high end of this melody, bring in some of that, so we could have the other high-end sounds shining a bit more, be able to hear them a bit better. Woo! This is a very, very full like beat. It feels full, it feels good, but again, like I said, a lot of these sounds are kind of being swamped by the same frequency range. So if you've got all these sounds in the same frequency range, they can kind of get muddled up a bit, but this drum work and this low end seems very good so far. And a bit of kind of advice on mixing like choirs and stuff with like a lot of angelic vocals. They can kind of be lowest in the mix. Like if you have vocals and angelic stuff like that, like choirs, they can kind of be as like an additional sound, like in addition to pianos or something. They are very rarely like the main focal point, just because they're so high in frequency range, and being vocals, they can kind of mess up an artist's like an artist rapping on this, for example. Like if an artist was to hop on this and you've got Angels going like, oh, like that's his vocal range as well, so they can kind of get mixed up there. So be very careful when mixing choirs. And again, with that lead as well there, it's the same thing. Everything's just getting a bit swamped by these really high mid-range frequencies. But again, drums are solid, and this is it sounds very cool, but it just needs to be mixed better. Also, be sure that everything's in scale when you're producing. Again, it can be hard when you're having fun just to make sure everything is in scale. But I think maybe some sounds are slightly out of scale here again. But yeah. Right, so first thing I'll say is solid drum work, but again, there was way too much going on in the mid-high frequency range. There was just too much there. Again, when you have so many sounds like that, you can't just throw it all in the high mid-range and then expect it to sound okay. You have to kind of separate the sounds and make sure everything's in its own space and it's filling out a section of the frequency range, you know, as best as it can be. Once you sort out the frequencies, these sounds are very cool, so once you sort out the frequency ranges with that same energy, you'll be golden, man. But again, very solid drum work and pretty nicely structured, so thank you very much for sending that in. Hopefully my advice helped you. That was No Slide Drill Beat 140 BPM by Aditya Kumar. We'll move on to the next one now, which is Peaky 143 BPM Drill by Valentin Kesselman. I don't think we've had a beat by Valentin Kesselman before, so this should be a first. Let's see what we've got. Let's listen and enjoy. Nice pianos here. Good start. Nice gross beat on it as well. Woo! This is a very nice volume for that 808. That 808 fits nicely there. See how it's just below the kick here, so the kick will come in. It's just nicely sitting there. That's a good place to have your 808s. Nice control on it as well. You've brought the ADSR in, so it's good control on it. It adds nice groove. Woo! It's very solid. That kick could use a bit more high frequencies just to make it punch a bit through a bit more, if that makes sense. So everything is pretty solidly mixed, but bring that kick up a little bit, add a bit more high frequency range in it, so it really punches through that mix and we hear it clear from everything else. Nice bells as well. I've not heard bells in a while. That's a nice addition. Mixed nicely. Mixed very nicely. You could bring in the piano a little bit more, just down slightly. And the snare up a little bit. Again, we can have the snare like just hitting just below the kick as well. Love this gross beat effect as well, and this is very nice. Solid, definitely solid. Again, that kick, add a bit more high frequency ranges to it, so it punches through a bit more and it adds a bit more of an impact on the drop. I think it was mixed nicely, very well. I like the piano, I like the kind of simple vibes to it. Again, I would maybe add like a bit more of a progression to the piano, make it like go somewhere, like a kind of story, and add a bit of a kind of melody as well there. Maybe some very kind of vocal sounds or something in the background would benefit this, but again, not a lot to complain about here. Very solid, nicely mixed, nicely structured as well. Just a few tweaks here and there and you'll be on a winner, man. Congratulations for sending that in. Congratulations for sending that in. Do people say that? I don't know, but congratulations on a solid beat. Again, nicely mixed, nicely set out, and yeah, hopefully the small critiques I gave will hopefully help you. And yeah, I look forward to hearing more from you. So that was Peaky 143 BPM Drill by Valentin Kesselman. Thank you very much. Next we have Trippin', produced by Draco, 140 BPM. What you guys saying in the chat? Yep, thank you guys for adding my email in there so I don't have to. Does it have to be drill? It doesn't have to be drill anymore, but we're kind of a drill channel and a lot of people are drill producers, so you'd probably get a better reception if it's drill, but again, it doesn't have to be drill. Let's go back. Let's listen to Trippin', produced by Draco. Draco, let me know in the chat. I'm not sure what one that is. This is clearly mixed quite loudly, so brace yourselves if your volumes are very loud. Unfortunately, I can't, I don't get a say in the matter because I have to kind of review it as is. So, but yeah, warning, this could be very loud. Okay, we got another beat that's like anime people fighting, so, you know, envision in your head like, let's say, a Naruto fight or something, or like a, I don't know, Dragon Ball Z fight with this beat over it. I think I already get that kind of vibe from it, which is cool. I like that dun dun dun, that kind of, it's like samurai Japanese style almost. Again, there may be a bit too much going on in that mid-high frequency range, but we'll see. Woo! Dear Lord, this is loud, but that clap is maybe a bit too loud. Again, I know you're trying to bring up the sounds to kind of match with everything else because it is a very loud mix. But the clap is a bit too loud. Can be brought down a bit. And obviously the mix doesn't need to be this loud, but again, it does sound cool, and the drum work seems pretty nice so far. This is tough though. This sounds like just, I'm sorry I keep pausing it, but I probably have to with it because it's so loud, but it sounds cool, it sounds good. There's probably no way an artist would fit on this because as you can see the entire, you know, frequency range is filled up, but again, it does sound cool. And if you're not wanting to get these beats sold, if you're wanting to get these beats sold, obviously you're going to need to structure it and mix it a bit better, but for just listening's sake, it sounds cool. Woo! Nice slide there. Ooh, that like slide just before then. We'll replay that. It was very nice. But again, that clap is so loud. Like it seems to be like the main focus of the beat, which again, you could kind of avoid. Kind of bring the clap down. You don't want the clap to be the main focus. Nice down section here. I'd take out the 808 so it adds a bit more impact when it drops again. This isn't really drill either, it's kind of like a trap. Alright, so very cool sounding again. It was kind of like one of those anime beats that you see where it's just like very loud kind of trap music, but again, nothing kind of bad there. Again, very loud, but if you're not wanting to sell these beats, it's fine. But if you're putting beats up like these up online, you're like, why is my beats not selling? I'm wanting to get beats sold. It's probably because an artist can't jump on this and there's no real clear structuring. So again, if you want to just put these up to listen to, that's totally fine. It sounds good. Again, I'd bring that clap down though regardless, and kind of even out some of the sounds. But if you want to get this sold, obviously structure it, mix it a bit better, give room for the artist instead of just, you know, filling the frequency range up. And yeah, that should probably help you out in the long run, getting more sales and all that good stuff. But again, if you just want to put it online for people to listen to, that's totally fine as well. You're a producer, you can do whatever you damn well please. So thank you very much for sending it in. That was Trooping, produced by Draco at 140 BPM. Appreciate it, man. Next one we have another kind of frequent to the stream. We have HRZ Productions. Again, I remember his name. That snare clap is like that, bro. You're really cool. So what are you gonna say about myself? Yeah, that last one was definitely trap. Waveform is thick. Yep, certainly is. Cool with it, why not? Cool with what? It's a beat review stream. If you want to send in beats that aren't drill, you send them in. Like, it's fine. We're not a completely drill channel. I've got like Afro swing videos on my channel, like XXX Tentacion beats on my channel. Like, it's not specifically drill. We've been going through a bit of a drill phase because I think that's where I'm going to go with my producing, and that's where a lot of music and kind of production is going. So that's what we're working on. But again, you don't have to send in drill, UK drill beats. I think I may have that in the thumbnail, but again, you don't have to. But anyway, this is War, HRZ Productions. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about with melodies. You want, see how that guitar is in a different place and it fits nicely with that piano. That piano is kind of there, it's doing its own thing while the guitar is doing its own thing. We don't want them mixing. If they were both like in the low range frequencies, we wouldn't be able to hear any of them clearly. This is clean and sharp and very well mixed so far. Oh! Right, I need to rewind that. I would need to rewind that just so I can show you guys the impact of having a crash on the drop. Again, it's not always needed, but this is kind of what it sounds like. It fills out the beat a bit. Again, this crash may be a bit too loud, slightly too loud, but it fills out the beat nicely and it adds a lot of kind of release on the drop. Very nicely mixed, very, very nicely mixed. Ooh, this is tough. This is hard, man. Oh. Very full again. We don't have things that are just you know, there for the sake of it. We've got everything kind of filled out nicely in the mix here, and the frequencies are on point. They're not all overlapping, which is nice to hear. Kicking 808 working well with each other, and the percussion is very nice as well. I would maybe layer that snare, because the snare is kind of bare bones on its own, which is usually fine. But in this case, I think I would maybe layer that snare with a clap, just to kind of add a bit more snap. Nice counter melody as well. I'd kind of like to hear that counter melody in a higher octave, but again, it's still working okay. I mean the piano, not the guitar. Guitar sounds cool. So here, again, I'm not saying you should do this or you have to do this, but about here, I hear in my head like a higher pitched pluck or a higher pitched piano with reverb, kind of like dun, 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 just like counting down almost to the drop. So if we listen here, we kind of picture in our heads like a pluck or something, kind of a descending pluck here. It would sound pretty cool. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. A nice build up here, that snare, I like it. Again, I'm listening to drop and I'll move on. Woo! Right, that was hard. That was very well mixed. That was kind of full. It felt good. It felt, you know, like every kind of bass was covered. Again, maybe a pluck or something. Again, that might be overdoing it, but that's just what I heard in my head. Nicely structured, nicely mixed, nice sounds as well. Nothing too, you know, overdone, nothing overproduced, and the frequencies were all in the nice space. So we're all, you know, they had their own place in the mix, and it sounded cool, sounded good. Hats were solid, percussion was solid. Again, very little to complain about with that one. I'd maybe add in a second guitar, like a second guitar counter melody somewhere, just to kind of contrast it a bit. But again, that repetitiveness worked well, so I don't really have a lot of complaints there. That was very solid, very nicely mixed, and yeah, not a problem at all. So that was War by HRZ Productions, kind of like a samurai style beat. You guys need to get on the like samurai Japanese style drill beat before everyone else does, because I think it's going to be pretty big soon, because it's UK drill and samurai kind of stuff goes together, I think. So I think there's going to be a lot more beats that have that kind of Japanese ethnic setting or feel about it. But yeah, thank you very much for sending that in. Again, solid. I really don't have much to critique about that. You know, add maybe a different counter melody and a collab with the snare, and you'll be good, man. Keep up with this mixing as well. Not bad at all, mate. We shall move on to the next one now, which is A&E Hard OFB SG Bando K double LZ type beat. A&E Hard. I don't know if this is actually the guy's name, so I'm going to quickly search A&E. A&E Hard. This is Bando Beats, so this one is by Bando Beats. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat really quick. Drop was clean. I'm going to send some beats on drill. Alright, man, no worries. Japanese VSTs. Yeah, I don't know why people haven't brought out Japanese VSTs. It seems to be pretty good. Can you check mine out? Well, if you have sent in beats, I'm having a bit of trouble. I want to say this now. Pay attention. If you've sent in beats, listen now. I'm having a bit of trouble with the Google Drive. It's weird to me. So if you're sending beats with Google Drive, they will get synced, but it's hard to download it because I have to sign out everything and sign back in, and then sometimes it doesn't work. So it's just a warning. It is a bit wonky with Google Drive, so if you can send it without Google Drive just as a WAV file attached, that'd be perfect. But regardless, we shall move on to the next one, which is A&E Hard OFB SJ Bando K double LZ type beat by Bando Beats. Let's go, let's listen, let's enjoy. Dark chords here. Woo! That little triangle there. That little triangle there has so much like attitude. Like that sounded cool there. I want to listen to that again. It's funny that like how you can have so much attitude in just like one sound. That's funny to me. I don't know why. Nice snare pattern here. Woo! Nice kick here coming through. What is that? I hear this 808 so much in drill and I have no idea what it is. If you know what the 808 is, let me know. But it sounds cool. Again, the melody seems to be very very low end orientated. You could maybe bring it up an octave or bring some lower notes up a bit, because when you have so much low frequency piano melodies, they can kind of get to this point where it just all kind of meshes together, because there's not a lot of harmonics, there's not a lot of transients. It's all kind of very low sounding piano chords. So if you want to bring that up, just add a bit more character to the beat. That definitely helps it. Very cool drums here. You're very solid with the drums again. Definitely groove, like it's got a lot of groove in it, it's got a lot of swing, which is awesome. Cool slides as well. Again, I'd be a bit careful with doing slides as much as this, but it does sound cool when they are there. Nice reverse there, very solid. I think what I'm really wanting from this beat is more character, more like more melodies that kind of contrast that low piano chords. You guys know what I mean? Like the piano chords are cool and they sound good, but I'm wanting more. Like I'm wanting more volume, more kind of nuance, more contrast to that low piano chords, just to kind of liven the beat up a bit and add a bit more character and energy to it. Right, drop is solid, but again, more character, kind of more like counter melodies, more sounds, more vibrance, more like high mid-range frequencies. Again, that would definitely sound better, but your drums are very solid, very, very cool, and the structuring was done pretty well, and that reverse up to the drop as well was nice, and everything that kind of built up and then dropped was very cool. I do appreciate that, and those like just those small things like that triangle there sounded really nice. Again, more character and a bit more just, I don't know, like, yeah, character is the word I'm looking for with that melody. Bring out more, don't be scared to kind of experiment and play with the scales a bit and see what you can come up with. But again, solid drums, solid structuring. That was Any Heart, OFBSJ, Bando KLLZ type beat. That was by Bando Beats. So yeah, thank you very much for sending that in, man. Solid. Hopefully that advice helped you. Next we have Bando by Brian Mushegwa. The first thing I'll say, again, without even listening to it, structuring is very important here. We don't want just random stuff. We want it a bit structured, so everything kind of has its own place for verse, hook, chorus. I say this in like every stream, but yeah, that's kind of where I would grow with that. So let's listen. Bando by Brian Mushegwa.
What?
This guy's French, I think. French? Is that French?
What? They got the ship. What? They got the whole shipment. I want that son of a bitch dead. I want him dead. I want him dead.
I want him dead. What movie is this from? If someone knows the movie this is from, say it in the chat, please. I want to know.
What am I, alone in this world? Did I ask you what you're trying to do? Ooh. I want you to get this fuck where he breathes. I want you to find this Nancy boy Elliot Ness. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night.
Fuck him, Tony. I want him dead. Right. I'll stop.
I want to piss on his head.
Oh. That was a surprise drop. That this is very nicely. The low end seems very nicely mixed. That reversed melody as well works very nicely. Again, I don't hear a lot of these reversed pianos, but I think they definitely fit with UK drill, and I think there's a lot of space for people to make beats like that. I love the intro vocal. Again, some people hate it. It's like a love it, hate it kind of thing. I really like it. But again, with artists, it's kind of hit or miss with stuff like that. Okay, so that melody there, I hear a counter melody, but it's kind of been swamped a bit by the piano chords. I'd bring the piano chords down a bit, just to let the other sounds shine a bit more. And when new sounds come in, like that counter melody, we can hear it more when the low end isn't, or that the chords aren't, very overbearing. So bring the chords down a bit, I would say, to let these other sounds breathe. I like that, that kind of drop effect, hit effect. It's cool. Those snare rolls, again, I'm not sure how I feel about them. I'll kind of probably decide that later, but yeah, I've not heard snare rolls in UK drill a lot, but I think that's a good idea. I think the thing with this, you're obviously very creative, and how do I know that you're very creative? Because you've tried to put like a lot of different elements. You've tried to make this beat unique. You've tried to make it interesting and cool to listen to, instead of just copying what everyone else is doing, which I appreciate and I like. But with stuff like that, the best way to do that is just to be, let's say, subtle with it. Bring it in every now and again, and just have it kind of sparingly, so it keeps the listener interested, and it doesn't feel like you're just throwing everything in to just be different for being different's sake. But that kind of creativity is very, very welcome. I like that vocal as well, but I would like it if it was just a bit, if it was mixed so that I could hear it with the piano, basically, if that makes sense, because that piano is very overbearing. It's kind of taking up a lot of the mix space. So like I said, I'd bring that down, structure a bit better as well, just have you know, structured it out so that there's drops and verses and hooks and all that stuff. And with the effects, I would be a lot more sparing. Drop is hard though, like despite everything, that drop is hard. Like that 808 fills out the mix nicely. Again, it's just a bit too much of everything going on. But again, that's just with creativity. People, I like stuff like this because it tells me you're trying to be different. But with that kind of same energy, try and just be subtle with it and bring it in where you feel it's best needed, instead of just, you know, adding everything in at the same points. If that makes any sense at all, I hope it does. Sound selection as well, with the perks and everything. You don't need too much perks in beats like these, and the snare could be a bit better sound for UK drill. But no, I think it was cool, and there was a lot of good elements to it. It was just the only problem is there was too many elements. There was too much stuff here, but other than that, like the mixing seems pretty good. Just structure, take the advice I gave you, and hopefully you can improve for the next time and keep going up and up and up. And that creativity will pay off in the long run, I promise. But yeah, thank you very much for sending that in. That was Bando by Brian Mushegwa. I don't know if you guys have said in the chat, but if anyone can figure out that what that movie's from, please let me know. I want to know. Anyway, well, let me check chat. So I'll check chat, see if you guys have said it yet. Let's see. Meet the Fockers. I don't think it's Meet the Fockers, but if it is, I think in Merry Christmas, you filthy animal guy. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it's just the mixing again, hardest part about being a producer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is Conviction, produced by JL Beats. Let's listen, see what we've got, and yeah, have a good time. Let's go. Very dark.
JL, this sounds mad.
This sounds very clean. This piano isn't like distorting. It's not fuzzy. It's not like being weird around him. It's nicely clean here, which I like.
JL, this sounds mad.
Nice counter melody coming in here. That counter melody and the 808 kind of comes in perfectly here. And this pattern as well, that snare or hat pattern or whatever it is solid. Love this counter melody. Vocals a bit too loud there. Again, it can kind of be in the background. You don't need the vocal that loud, but. Okay, let me listen to that once more, because there was something I was about to say to that. Yeah, so the problem with having the 808 play like 4 bars before the drop is that when it drops again, it doesn't have the same effect. So if we took out this 808 here and then just dropped it with the 808 in here and brought the kick up slightly louder, it would add to that drop and it would contrast the start segment before. So that's why when I make beats, I make the entire intro without an 808. Because it just adds more effect when it does drop. I love that effect, that kind of stutter effect. It worked very well there. Slow end is sick. It sounds very good. Kick could be slightly louder again. You can bring the kick up to 0, or actually -0 is fine if you're just if you're doing it for artists. But I definitely hear an artist on this. This is one of these beats I hear an artist on. Very nicely mixed. Very nicely mixed. I'll have this now again. Yeah, the low end here is very impressive. The only thing, like I said, is the only reason that drop didn't work for me is because the 808 was before the drop, and that kind of messed up the drop a bit for me. But if you took out that the 808 at the start, that drop would definitely hit harder and have more of an impact. Because this low end is sick. This low end is very nice. This is actually really cool. Yeah, this is solid. This is solid. This is very good. Nice snare as well. The snare's really kind of cracking through the mix, which is what you want. You want that snare to be heard on its own from everything else. You don't want anything overlapping it, and you've not done that, so very well done there. A nice down segment here. Again, this is the thing with structuring, it completely takes away, and because I talked over that, I'm going to play it again. Oh. See, even that worked. See, even that worked there. Like, even with just one there, just one 808 there. The only problem at the start was there was too much of it. And it took away. But that kind of 808, just one on its own there, worked fine. Ooh, hard. That was solid. Absolutely, like, on point. I really don't have any complaints other than the stuff I said. Like, just make sure with the drop, I know I've said it before over and over again, but just make sure you're not using, well, you can if you want, but it takes away from the drop if you do stuff like that. But it worked fine here. I would bring in this same segment. I guess you kind of do have it there. Let's listen to this. Don't know what's different between these two. Oh, the low end. Yeah, make sure like this is similar to that again, because I love the sound of that, how it kind of went underwater, under a filter, and then it basically got brought back up, hit hard. Very nice. But yeah, make sure with the drop you do that and keep doing what you're doing, because that was very solid. The hats were in the right place, snare was in the right place. Low end was solid, but a few things with structuring, and you're golden, man. Well done on that, and thank you everyone for sending these in. Again, this was a lot of fun to do because you guys are just getting better and better. Keep practicing, keep working, keep going at it. Don't let this lockdown shit bother you. Just keep grinding and yeah, make money. Get that money up, and once we come out of lockdown, you guys will be rich. You guys will have your own businesses and life will be good. But keep going, keep grinding, keep working, and hopefully take my reviews, critiques, grain of salt, and yeah. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much as always, guys, for joining. Thank you as always for sending them in. If you send beats in, you will get reviewed again. Don't worry about that. I'm going through them all as much as I can, but as the channel grows, as the streams grow as well, because the streams will be getting more viewers and everything, the beats sent in will become more and more, so it's going to be hard for me to keep going through them. Might start doing 15 every stream, we'll see. But if you send beats in, I'll try to get them done as quick as I can. But that is the stream, guys. Thank you very much for watching as always. Hope everyone's doing well. I've got a new kit coming out, a new drum kit, the Conquer kit. I'll give you a bit of a teaser for the kicks, 808s. This is going to be one of the best kits I've ever put out. It's just solid. I mean, there's nothing else I can really say. One of the best kits I've ever made, period. It's just perfect. But yeah, you'll hear more about that as it comes out, but the Conquer kit will be out soon again. Don't know if that's going to be the name, but regardless, guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, let me know everything, and yeah, send in beats and we'll get them all done. And yeah, I shall see you in the next one I do. Take care, guys, and peace.